Painted with wax. You heard me right. Dawn Tekler can usually be found at 78th Street Studios, but today she is here in our studio to show us her ancient painting art form. First of all, thank you for coming in.
Thanks for having me. This is great.
Second of all, there are a lot of mediums I've seen people use to create art and to create paintings. Never wax. But this is an ancient art form.
It is.
How far back does this go?
So it's been around between 100 and 300 AD. They used to paint the fine mummy portraits with the same process, which is the beeswax and damar resin, so it's clear. Back then they would use things like ground beetles or charcoal or lapis to tint it, and they have 3 of those at our art museum. So it's really fun to go see those as I'm like painting my pieces.
So how long have you been practicing then and creating an art with wax?
I've been painting for about 13 years.
Wow. Her paintings are here. We have some below us that you can see the tops of right now, and I know we'll get a closer look at some of these. Absolutely beautiful. Now, and she's teaching me today. Now, I'm a novice, clearly, and so nothing's going to look like hers, but this is so neat to see. So it starts in those solid forms, and then is this what you're adding to create the colors?
Yep, so I can use things like oil color, I can
got it, okay.
buy them pre-made, or I can use powdered pigment. So these colors are like my base colors, and then I mix them as I go. So I can either mix them on the griddle, or I can mix them on the palette as I'm painting.
Now we have 2 different mediums that we're using. What's yours?
So this is aluminum.
Okay,
and
what do I
that
have?
Is just like a canvas board, primed.
Now you always need, clearly, the heat gun.
You do, in my technique. Other people use like a torch. Like a blowtorch, like you would make creme brulee.
Torch.
You can either make creme brulee or hot wax.
Okay. And now I have a paintbrush.
You have a paintbrush. So pick a color.
Okay.
Any color you want.
Oh, so I can just use one of the paintbrushes.
You can use one of these or whatever. And then I like to take a little bit of the excess off. And then as I paint, I'll heat it up so it keeps it liquid. And then depending on whatever I'm painting.
Well, I don't know. I didn't think about this in advance. I don't know what to make.
Make a house, a tree.
What if we make a? Ooh, I don't know. I was gonna make. Let's just write my name. I'm gonna write my name.
There you go.
Because it's straight lines. How close do I get with?
You're pretty good.
Oh my gosh.
Isn't it fun?
Yes, but I didn't even make a straight line.
You know what though? The beauty of it is we can fix it later. Because you have putty knives that we can go back and we can crispen up the lines.
I should have made a flower.
You could still make a flower. Here, switch to green.
You guys, I can't even finish writing Nat on here. I don't know what I was thinking.
Yeah, let me trade you.
Okay, okay, let's just do a flower here. We're just gonna okay, so again, is there a technique? Did you go up or down with the brush? Doesn't matter.
You know what? That's the beauty of the wax. You can do whatever feels right. There's no way to screw it up.
Okay, and then you just go over it a couple times with us?
So you can do that, and then if you let it cool, it'll cool, and then you can layer colors over it.
Unbelievable. Now, do you always use a brush that is this wide?
I switch it up. It depends on what I'm painting and what kind of effect I want. So, for example, if I want to make straight lines, I can take my putty knife and I can dip it in the wax and I'll heat it up, and then I can make lines like that. And the reason I use the heat gun is because it keeps the wax liquid as I draw with the putty knife. And then if I want to blend, since I have these 2 colors.
So I should have just let you continue to work on that and I just watch.
Nah, but half of the fun is playing with it,
well,
right?
Again, I'm entranced with this now. So what else can you tell me about this that people don't, this seems easy to work with when you're doing it, but again, using the brushes, I think the technique is definitely something to gather a hold of.
It takes a minute to figure it out. So other fun facts about the wax is it melts at 175 degrees. So people are always curious about where can I put it. You can really put it anywhere you would put fine artwork. Here's the other fun thing. So if I didn't like something,
you can just,
right?
You can peel it off. It's like your eraser.
It's great. The aluminum really lends itself for that.
Well, I need a lot more work, that is for sure. Now, maybe someday she will be able to teach classes too and teach you, but in the meantime, we can come to your studio there at 78th Street Studios, and you have everything on display.
I do.
And we can buy and support. This is amazing.
Is it fun?
Yes. Again, I am not an artist, but
you play one on TV.
And and it makes you nice and toasty. So if you're cold when you're doing your work, especially in 78th Street Studios, this keeps you probably nice and toasty in there, right?
Yeah, especially in August. That's really fun.
Go to her website, dontekler.com, to learn more about the magnificent work she does, and you will do custom pieces for people as well?
Yes, I love to do commission work. I encourage it because I love working with clients and their vision, and we really take it as a collaboration piece.
We have to go I need a lot of work, folks. I need a lot of work.
Oh, that's awesome.
This was, yeah. Okay, Dawn, it was so nice to meet you. Thank you so much for coming in.